Good afternoon. I'm here with Dick Shriver from Estuary Magazine on the edge of the Connecticut River. You can't see it, but we have a beautiful view of the river and some boats that are moored just out a little bit. Dick, I've been reading about you, and I'm so impressed with your whole career. You started out in government service, in private business, in education, all over the world.
Well, it was fun.
Okay. And did any of that work that you did, because it was all over the world, um, spur your interest in the environment?
Well, it certainly did some things for our interest in the environment. When we lived in the Soviet Union, you learned what a command economy would do to the environment. You don't see many birds
No?
in Ukraine. It's kind of amazing. Here we look at habitat and so on. Habitats were nothing in the Soviet sphere at the time. You're always naturalists that would stand out. They would stand out and they would work hard to preserve nature, but they're few and far between. And they didn't have any government support, no money at all.
So after your career, you retired.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Well, you left government service and all the other things that you were doing, and you moved here to Old Life.
Yeah, we had 52 years of income, and then it stopped.
Okay.
Well, of course, we live right here on the river. So the wildlife that we have here on the property over the past 20 years has been significant. You have wild turkeys, of course, deer, all kinds of wildlife here, including a black bear that tore down our bird feeder and is very interested in birdseed. But a lot of wildlife here, and we have the water. We get out on the water by kayak, by boat, by whatever, and explore the wetlands.
What made you decide to start your first nonprofit?
The first nonprofit was started in 1990.
Okay. And what is that?
It's still going today.
Okay.
It's now called Doing Business as the Watershed Fund.
Okay. And its purpose is?
Watershed Fund, the purpose is to promote awareness of the environment in the Connecticut River watershed from Old Saybrook to Canada, and awareness amongst the lay people. So we write about the science, we write about the history, write about the people, write about the future of the environment from a lay person's standpoint.
And then you decided to, you had nothing to do, so you decided to start a magazine.
Well, two of us started it.
Okay.
And Ralph Wood and I, and the magazine, the first issue of the magazine came out 1 week before the World Health Organization announced a international pandemic. So we had some trouble at the beginning, and I'm happy to say the magazine's alive and well today, thanks in large part to Rockfall Foundation and other river partners.
River partners. Yes, we were very pleased to become a river partner. And the magazine is full of very interesting articles about the Connecticut River watershed and all the way up to Canada.
So about 15 articles in each issue, written by 15 different people usually.
Yeah.
Many of whom are experts in their field, like Steve Gephardt, whom you know, I think, who spent 40 years in fish restoration for the Department of Economic and Environmental Protection.
Mm-hmm.
And the writers, the authors they're experts in their field, or they're very good writers and they love the field they're writing about. So that's why the trick is to be able to write for the lay person if you've been a scientist all your life writing for science.
And the articles in the magazine are really very instructive or educational in terms of people wanting to learn about different aspects of the watershed in the Connecticut River.
Yeah.
I mean, I read articles on fish, on birds, on marshland.
Fish, birds, water quality, habitat, of course, habitat on the land, habitat in the water, dams, forests, trees, and the wildlife. The wildlife is fascinating on this river.
Well, I know everyone that has seen the magazine and read it is very impressed with the fathers of work and the content in it. Now, I understand that at least for a while, you were getting up at 5:30 in the morning, going over to the Connecticut River Museum to meet the Connecticut River Conservancy group to do water testing.
Yeah, for 4 or 5 years. It was every other week from, I think, April through October, into October. They have a boat over there. They call the education boat. And the 2 or 3 scientists would come down from the Connecticut River Conservancy. And my son Rich and we would take them out to do about seven locations to test the water, 4 or 5 different measures, temperature, turbidity, and so on, and some chemical analysis.
Well, we were very pleased to receive your nomination, and there wasn't any question amongst the awards committee about giving you this award.
I want to thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Tony.